Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank the organizer of the World National Oil Company Congress for giving me the opportunity to be among the speakers of the conference, hoping that my presentation will be of an interest and a value for the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, let me, in the coming few minutes, present to you Kbc Marketing Strategy. And in order to lay a good ground for you to understand our strategy, I will give a brief description of Kbc Upstream and Downstream current and future capabilities and our plan to achieve our targets. I would like to start first with highlighting Kbc Marketing mission and vision, where our mission, known as marketing Kuwaiti hydrocarbon globally in secured and diversified markets and maximize revenue of the state of Kuwait in a long term and in an optimum manner. Moreover, our vision is to be a world-class marketer of hydrocarbon and partner of choice for our customers. Let me talk about Kuwait upstream production capacity, which will increase to 4 million barrels per day from its current level of 3 million barrels per day by year 2020, where 7 different crude types will be in Kbc crude production basket. Our famous Kuwait export crude, with quality of around 30.5 ABI and 2.6% weight sulfur, along with the existing crudes Kbc, Hout, Ratawi, Burgan, and Ayusin will continue to be produced. 2 more new grades of crudes will be added to Kbc crude portfolio. Lower Faris with a quality of around 14 to 18 API and sulfur of 4.6%, and light crude with a quality of around 45 API and 0.3% sulfur. As with regard to Kuwait natural gas production, we can obviously notice the substantial growth in Kuwait gas capacity, mainly from free gas production over the upcoming 20 years, where it is expected that production of non-associated gas will increase by about 1 BCF a day during 2015 from its current production level of only 130 million scf per day, which is subject to development of Kuwaiti North Field and Green Field, which is offshore field with Kuwaiti neighboring country, namely Saudi Arabia and Iran. In addition, the associated gas production will increase to cope with the incremental increase in crude production that I have mentioned earlier. Now, I will share with you Kbc current and future downstream capabilities. Currently, Kuwait owns 3 domestic refineries, Mina Al Ahmadi, Mina Abdullah, and Mina Shuaiba, with a total refined capacity of around 930,000 barrels per day. It is important to mention that all of our domestic refineries were built many years ago, and it is clear that such refineries will not be able to meet future market quality. Therefore, Kbc has decided to upgrade the existing refineries by a mega project named Clean Fuel Project, and to add 1 more new refinery project named New Refinery Project, which I will present in a few seconds. In addition to the domestic refinery, KBC has also two international refineries, a shared one in Milazzo in Italy with a capacity of 70,000 barrels per day, and another refinery in Europort in Rotterdam with a capacity of 80,000 barrels per day. As I mentioned earlier, there will be a huge expansion in KBC downstream capacity. First, in the refining side, new refinery project and clean fuel project will replace the current refining capacity. The new refinery project is a grassroots refinery with a capacity of about 615,000 barrels per day, which is expected to be commissioned in year 2017. This refinery will meet environmental and economic purpose of producing low sulfur fuel oil for power generation in Kuwait and reduce burning expensive products such as crude oil, gas oil, and LPG. While the clean fuel project called CFP is mainly an upgrade project for Mina Al Ahmadi and Mina Abdullah refineries with higher capacity to maximize high-value products and to meet future market specification, demand, and provide KBC with a competitive edge in the international market. KBC International Refining will also notice a big jump due to the additional capacity comes from China and Vietnam projects. With regard to With regard to the domestic gas processing capacity, 2 additional LPG trains will be added to KBC system. 4th and 5th train, gas train, will with an identical capacity of 800 million standard cubic foot of gas. These trains will be integrated with the existing 3 trains to accommodate the anticipated increase in the associated and non-associated gas production, where the total capacity of the gas processing system in Kuwait will be increased to reach about 3.3 BCF a day from its current capacity of 1.7 BCF a day. Petrochemical in Kuwait is expected to have an expansion as well, after adding a flexi cracker plant with a capacity of 900,000 tons per year, which will be integrated to the domestic new refinery project. Overall, a strong corporate integration between refining and petrochemical sector in Kuwait can be noticed. Currently, domestic joint venture petrochemical plants are being supplied with ethane-rich gas and fuel gas from Mina Al Ahmadi refinery and the LPG plants. Aromatic project is being supplied by full-range naphtha from Mina Abdullah refinery with a backup supply from Shuaiba refinery. In addition, return streams such as hydrogen and butane produced from the aromatics are being routed to the refinery, while light naphtha is being destined to export. KBC gives first priority to satisfy KBC local need for the domestic market from its domestic production of refined products and gas, where Kuwait Ministry of Electricity and Water is supplied with different type of fuel from KBC domestic refinery, which are connected to Kuwait power stations by pipeline. In addition, KBC supplies fuel and feedstock for all local industries such as petroleum stations, petrochemical plants, and small gas users. Due to the expansion mentioned before in the downstream refining capacity, new superior quality products will be produced at a higher production rate, which will make KBC in line with the future international market trend. It is worth mentioning that KBC considers as one of the major petroleum product exporter in the Arabian Gulf region, and it is obvious that the bulk of KBC products is destined to the Eastern market. In future, KBC will maintain its existing portfolio as well as to strengthen its presence in the rapid growing markets such as China and India. In addition, to penetrate new markets in Europe, America, and Africa. As with regard to the tonnage management, KBC currently owns a fleet of carriers ranging between MRs to VLCCs to deliver its crude and products to different worldwide customers based on their preference. Therefore, and in parallel with the expected higher production of crude, gas, and petroleum products in the future, KBC is planning to build 31 new carriers, including MR, LR, VLCCs, and VLGCs classes as per the market needs. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to conclude my presentation by firmly saying that KBC foresees many challenges to manage and optimize its expanded operation in view of the earlier highlighted increase in crude production capacity from today's level of 3 million to 4 million barrels per day. Introduction of new crude types as high API as 45 and as low as 14 API, expansion of domestic refinery capacity and the corresponding network market to dispose the increase in production of refined products, petrochemical plants, and commissioning of new international refining. Furthermore, KBC local market demand is expected to show an increase in all dimensions and sectors such as transportation, power generation, and local industries, which subsequently will need to be covered by fuel, including LNG import. Therefore, KBC has seriously evaluated the need to manage its operation in an optimum manner to ensure value addition to the stakeholder through a study concluded recently, where it was found that KBC would require to enhance its capability, tool, process, performance management system, and etc. And I have to say that most important challenge in the future is to develop a more value chain oriented system. Finally, I would like to thank you for your kind attention. Thank you.